How is a video complete without me talking about Apple TV series? This movie is about sheeps. Why? Why did I pick this book? I mean, I could have picked any book. Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Shreya. If you're new here, hi, make sure you subscribe. And if you know me, you already know how obsessed I am with series, books and movies. If you've seen my previous video, you know I actually mentioned all the TV series that I'll be watching in the month of August. But I did not mention the TV series that I actually watched in the previous month, in July 2026. July 2026 was an incredible month for me because it was the month that actually got me back to my reading, back to watching TV series and actually enjoying them. So this is going to be a wrap up that July 2026 was. So let me give you a quick recap how many books and TV series I've watched. I've actually watched 2 movies as well. So I have watched 4 series, read 3 books and watched 2 movies. I'm going to start with talking about the books that I've read. So the books that I've read are Susanna Clarke's Piranesi. Second book that I read was 7 Years Slip. And the next book is Dear Debbie. I'm going to start with Dear Debbie. I was in an incredible reading slump. I just didn't know. I was just picking up 1 book per month and reading, and sometimes not even that. I knew I wanted to read a lot of books. I have like an entire list of all the books I want to read this year because, you know, FOMO. And I just missed reading. But this is the book that actually got me out of a reading slump. Just like last time when I read Freida McFadden's Never Lie, that book got me out of that reading slump, and then this is the one that got me out of the current reading slump. And I hope I don't go into another one soon. Anyway, so this book was not as good as Never Lie. I just did not enjoy a very domestic feature in this. I did not really like Debbie as a character as well. A lot of people did, and they liked the whole fact that she takes revenge, but I was not really interested in it. I mean, it seemed interesting, but it wasn't really a lot of it. It was just very petty revenge. And I was like, okay, whatever. Like, it was fun in the first time she was taking the sandwiches, which was okay. And even the coach, which was disgusting, what he was doing. So that was amazing what she did. But then it just became a little too predictable. And I didn't like the way it went ahead. The only saving grace of this entire book was the twists, which is what Freida McFadden is known for, right? And the twist saves the book. She just threw that curveball and I was like, oh my god, why? How? Wait, did I miss something? I don't know. But I mean, Freida is the queen of twists, so I guess that was that. Honestly, like, there were clues. We were just spoon-fed all the obvious clues, so it is our fault as a reader, I suppose. But it was so much fun when I saw the twist. I was like, oh yeah, that could happen. That could definitely happen. So I genuinely enjoyed the whole twist of it at the end of it, but not the whole book. So that was that. But I got out of reading slump. Yay! Next, I want to talk about the book that almost got me back into a reading slump. Why? Why did I pick this book? I mean, I could have picked any book. I had so many options. I could have picked Wedding People, but I had to pick this book. Why? Piranesi. You know, they say do not judge a book by its cover. I judged it. Maybe it would be a mythology book, or maybe it will be like fantasy or something fun. What did I read? Why did I read? I wish I just knew something more about it. It had its moments, okay? Amazing world building, and I actually could imagine everything that the writer Susanna Clarke wrote. Whatever she wrote, I imagined it. So kudos on that. But where was the story going? Maybe I'm just not smart enough to understand. I mean, people are liking this book. People are raving about this book, and I'm like, did we read the same book? But I guess everyone's reading style is different. So yeah, I don't think, maybe it was the time that I just came out of a reading slump and I was looking for something more fun and deep, but not this whatever this was. I mean, I get it, but I mean, I could have skipped it and I would have been okay. But yeah, ठीक है, whatever. So that was Piranesi by Susanna Clarke. Moving on to the next book that I absolutely enjoyed. Why did I not read this book earlier? And that is The 7-Year Slip. Wowie! This is the kind of book I was hoping Piranesi would be. I mean, of course, you cannot compare two books like that way. But I was really hoping that this book would be similar in terms of magical realism in it, because this book had a lot of it and I loved it. And in the first few pages I got like an idea of how this book is gonna go ahead, and I'm glad. And I'm so glad. The love story was beautiful. There were moments of it where I was like, whatever, it's not that cute. But then I realized that it doesn't always have to be lovey-dovey and roses everywhere. It can also be real, and I think this book was that. Initially, I thought that I did not like the book as much, but we are in August and I'm still thinking about this book. It is that beautiful. And if I could, I would want to read this again. So yeah, that was The 7-Year Slip. And that concludes the books part of this video. Alright, moving on to the next part of the video, and it is the series. I watched 4 series in the month of July, and the first series I'm going to talk to you about is a Netflix series called I Will Find You by Harlan Coben. This series is based on Harlan Coben's book, and just like all his other books which have been adapted, this is a brilliant series. A father is wrongfully imprisoned and unaliving his son, and turns out the son is actually alive. So who was unalived? And why is the father in the prison? So the series starts from the father explaining how he is not the one who unalived his son, and no one is believing him. No one believes that he's actually alive except for the sister-in-law, who is played by Britt Lower, and she kind of helps Sam Worthington's character, the father, understand what must have happened and try to solve this mystery. This series has so many twists and turns. I love such stories, I love such movies and series where I cannot predict what is about to happen. So it was one of the series. I would suggest you watch it. It has just 8 episodes. It's a mini series. It's gonna keep you at the edge of the seat till the end of it. I would suggest you actually watch the series. Definitely do not miss it. Next series I watched was on Hotstar, and the series is called 5 Star Weekend, and it was 5 star. You see what I did there? It was very glossy. It was based in Nantucket. It was the rich people living their life up in a summer island. Oof, the works. But I mean, I could be biased because I love Jennifer Garner, and she was the one who was starring in it. But the series was really fun. It touches a very emotional aspect of human life and its grief. There are different types of way people accept of a person that they loved. Grief is a very, very complicated topic. Everyone's grief is completely different. Some take a long time to recover. Some just turn up the next day and be like, I'm good. Everything's all right. I love them, but it's okay. It's life, right? And you cannot disagree with either of them. So this is a series actually talks about grief in a very different way. The series follows these 4 women who has this one person in common, and that's Jennifer Garner's character. Her name is Hollis Shaw, and she's an influencer. She has these friends that she's made over the years. Tatum, who is a childhood friend, Druan, who she met in college, and Brooke, she became friends through her children. Gigi, who was a random person she met through Instagram, who actually DM'd her after the death of her husband. So these are the friends that she calls, and she decides that enough is enough. She's gonna go. She cannot take this grief anymore, and she's gonna go to Nantucket and enjoy a weekend with her friends, who she just wants to have a fun time with. And how all of them want her to accept grief, and she's not ready to. And it's one of those kind of stories, teaches us that grief can be handled in very different ways, and also shows it to us, if you already don't know, that friendship is like the strongest part of our lives. And if you have friends by your side, no matter how much you go through with them in life, like the negatives or positives or whatever, they are the ones who are going to always stand by you no matter what. It's one of those series which I absolutely love. I love shows about friendship, about female friendships. I have my best friend Tashita, and I don't know what I would do without her. So I love such stories. The series had 8 episodes. Brilliant season 1. There is going to be a season 2. They've already announced it. I'm going to be watching that as well. So make sure you're watching this series again. 5 stars. 5 Star Weekend. Enjoyed it. And did I mention it's based on Ellen Hinderbrand's book, which is why probably it's a good series, because every series that's based on a book turns out good. Yeah, I think so. Moving on to the next series, I watched Widow's Bay on Apple TV. How is a video complete without me talking about Apple TV series? Exactly. It's not. It's really not. Okay, I watched Widow's Bay. I was convinced that this is going to be a great show. Everyone was talking about it. People on YouTube were talking about it. I was obsessed with From. I still am. So when From was happening, I think Widow's Bay released along with it. And everyone that was watching From was recommending Widow's Bay to that other person. And I got heavily influenced. I was like, why not? I mean, if there's a series similar to From and it is on Apple TV, I'm like, hello, sign me up. I'm watching it. Can I just tell you, I was not disappointed. That was an amazing recommendation. YouTube people, you rock. Because such a brilliant series. I mean, Apple TV can do no wrong, right? At least not in my books. Widow's Bay is a horror comedy. It's in a very similar genre of From. It's about an island where none of them can leave. It's actually a supernatural curse that has been put on the island and the people of the island. Weird things start happening suddenly, and everything was good and everything was boring in a certain way, but the mayor suddenly feels like there has to be something more to this town, right? So he invites a journalist and the journalist agrees to come and write a piece, and he goes back like saying that this is a perfect weekend place that just take a boat to and enjoy. He doesn't compare it, but the mayor wants it to be compared like a Martha's Vineyard or Nantucket or something like that. And it's complete opposite to that, because everyone there who grew up there knows about this curse. It's only the youngsters who don't know about it. And what goes through in those 10 episodes is just weird things happening. It scares you, but it also makes you laugh. And it stars Matthew Rhys and Kate O'Flynn. Honestly, Kate O'Flynn stole the show. She is the assistant, so quirky, and she makes me laugh so much. Like, she has like a deadpan face and she gets tangled in her own supernatural curse, but she is so pure of heart. Like, she just, I mean, I just want to go give her a hug, but not on that island, but just, it's brilliant. It's like everything that you think could be a nightmare horror is filled in this series. Like someone trying to, like, you know, tackle you or like run behind you, a boogeyman, just people unaliving themselves, or just, I don't know, just watch this show. It's insane. Like, how do people come up with such things? Wow, just watch it. You'll thank me later, probably. They have announced a second season, I think, and I'm gonna be watching that. So make sure you watch this season 1. It's damn good. Trust me, it scared me, but it also made me laugh. It's really funny, like genuinely funny. Last series that I'm going to talk about is on Prime Video called Elle, and I think everyone knows about it. And for the people who don't know about this series, it's actually a character that has been picked up from Legally Blonde movies. So this is somewhat like a prequel that talks about Elle's life before she came about Legally Blonde, and the one that we absolutely loved. I think the series has 10 episodes and it started being really good. I was excited to watch this series. I absolutely enjoy Legally Blonde 1 and 2, and I was quite invested, to be honest. I was actually enjoying it a bit, and I don't know, I did not like it as much as I thought I would. And we would get to see Elle being Elle in LA, not in Seattle. I did go online to see if I was the only one who felt like that, but a lot of people did have the same notion that we should have seen this prequel of Elle being in LA rather than in Seattle. And even if she would have been in Seattle, doesn't matter, she could have been. But if she's achieved that character development in the prequel, then why is she going through it again in Legally Blonde was my question. But I guess They must have thought of something. So I'm not going to critique on that. I watched it, and I mean, I did not shut it off. I watched the entire season. Yeah, it was decent. It was okay. Will I watch the second season if it releases? If it releases, yeah, I will probably watch season 2 and just give it a chance. Hopefully make me feel better about it. We'll see when it releases. So those were my 4 series that I absolutely binged in the month of July. Alright, moving on to the last part of this video, the movies that I watched. And I watched two amazing movies. My heart is full. I watched these 2 movies and I'm so glad I did, and I want to watch it all over again. Oh yeah, I did watch one twice, but I want to watch it again, like right now. The first one was Sheep Detective. That is a breath of fresh air. This movie is about sheeps. This movie is literally about sheeps. And they are solving the murder. As soon as it was available on Prime Video, I was like, I'm watching it. And I'm so glad I did. Such a beautiful movie. I mean, these were sheeps literally solving a murder. The sheeps wanting to know who unalived their shepherd, and just the winter lamb story. It stole my heart. I mean, wow. I need more such movies. Remarkably Bright Creatures about octopus. Now I'm watching about sheep. And the next movie that I watched was Project Hail Mary, and that was about a rock. And I was so emotional. I mean, Rocky. Oh my god, what a brilliant movie. I mean, I watched that movie twice because I loved it so much. Just watch that movie. I mean, it has Ryan Gosling in it, and he is perfect to play that character. Like, every sentence out of Ryan Gosling's mouth is Oscar worthy. Rocky, oh my god. So Project Hail Mary is based on a book by Andy Weir, and I kind of, when I was in a reading slump, I could not complete it. But I'm like, I want to read that book now, because this movie was epically insane. I couldn't watch it in theaters because I was at home with the ATFL injury. I was not allowed to go outside anywhere. But when I watched it at home, I was like, I want to watch this in theaters. It was such a brilliant movie. So if someone who's been under a rock has not heard about Project Hail Mary, it's actually about Ryan Gosling's character. He's actually a professor, scientist, who is in space trying to save the earth. He comes across this alien, if we can call him that, Rocky, and they both try to save the world. And it's just a movie about how friendships can be formed and can change you for the better. And this movie, oh my god, I will be emotional right now. This movie was just that. And the whole process of it, I mean, I think the ending, I don't want to spoil the movie for people who haven't watched it, but the ending was literally what I wanted. Well, literally what I wanted. I mean, it's very rare that you get an ending like this in movies like space related, but this was a perfect ending. This was everything that I watched and read and enjoyed in the month of July 2026. If you like this video, let me know by liking the video or just commenting so that I know and make some more videos like this. If you've not already watched my previous video where I talk about all the series that I am watching in the month of August, make sure that you watch it. It'll be somewhere up here. You can just click on it and watch it. And if you also haven't really watched all the books that I'm reading this month in August 2026, again, that's up here somewhere and you can just click on it and watch it next. That's about it. I'll see you in the next one. I really hope you enjoyed this type of a video. Again, this was the first time I made something like this, so I really hope you enjoyed. Alright, see you in the next one. Bye.